Hi everybody, Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. The wait is finally over. It's been 4 months since we progressed, since we won the Group H in the Europa League to qualify for the last 16. 4 months! Unbelievable. And the time is... not now, but the time will be in about 5 hours' time. 5 hours' time. 5:45 kickoff in the UK. And for those of us who are, for those of you who are lucky enough to be in Seville, obviously it's 7:45. It's the same time, but it's 2 hours on. That's how it works. Very jealous of all the fantastic pictures you're seeing on the on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram of you know, Cerveza Grandes. And all the tapas and all the paella, and very jealous, very jealous. Anyway, let's have a look at the chat. Let's see what we've got in the chat. Lauren's in the blink of an eye. The match is a bloody long blink, a 4-month blink. Jesus. Anyway, hope you're well. I'm blinking my eyes repeatedly only to find that I'm still at work. The day's dragging for me. It is dragging. It is dragging. We hopefully will be on live. I'll be on live from about 5 o'clock tonight. Doing the watch along, so join us, and it's on BT Sport, I believe, but you can watch it on BT Sport and have me on in the background, or vice versa. Have BT Sport in the background and then me, because it's a bit annoying because obviously the time difference is because we're watching it on the internet together and anyway. So we'll be on for about 5 o'clock-ish. Oz, hope you're well, my friend. Hope you are well. Mark's in the house. Good afternoon, Mark. Helen's in the house. Good afternoon to you. Hammerhead. Afternoon, lads and ladies. Big man Russ, indeed. The big man is here. Afternoon, Rob. Artel, good afternoon. James, hope you are a cheeky 1-0 at 10-1. Oh, I'll take that. 12:45 here in the States, exactly. I might just have a beer at lunch. Go crazy, P-Gads. Go crazy. Of course, 12:45 for those of you on the East Coast of America. In terms of the Pacific, it will be set 5 minus 2, set 5. That's 9 hours. So, yep, you know what time it is. It'll be 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock? Something like that. Anyway, 8 o'clock, something like that. Antonio to score first 10-1, indeed. Sounds good. Afternoon, Steve. Hope you're well, my friend. So, well, we've also got the Hammers headlines will be a little bit earlier. It's a Europa League special. We're talking about Julen Lopetegui, the Sevilla coach, who said some very complimentary things about West Ham. David Moyes, we'll speak about him as well. And also we'll talk about Pablo Fornals, basically the fallout from the press conference that was done last night, which me and Anton picked up on a little bit yesterday during the preview. Go check out the preview. We had a great guest. We had Daniel, who looks after Sevilla social media, the English-speaking social media. So he works directly with for the club for Sevilla, and lovely guy. Not a Spanish accent about him. He's from Ireland, I believe, but lovely guy and really nice insight, really good insight. And actually, I came out of that sort of interview with him feeling really excited and slightly confident today as well. But there we go. Is my confidence? I don't know whether I'm getting too confident. I don't know. I mean, if we just look quickly at what some of the stuff Moyes said, I know Anton sort of brought this up yesterday, but I thought I'd go into a little bit more detail about it and get your thoughts. In terms of progressing and becoming regulars in football, I mean that was coming out of the whole of the press conference. It was a real sort of battle cry by David Moyes, and he says overall, I think us being in the early part of March, bringing over 10,000 supporters in Europe is a big thrill. It's much better than taking the same number to a third or fourth place bottom team in the Premier League. We're really driven to get through and challenge, but we're also realistic. We know we've got a long journey ahead and we're only on the first little bit of it. We've still got a long way to go to say that. We're hanging on a bit in different areas. We accept all the people talking about the squad not being enough. We've tried to explain ourselves about it. I think we've got ourselves in a really good position. I totally agree. And then in terms of the fans in general, they make me smile because you come into the job, you want to be able to play in Europe. It gets you into the elite clubs. The effort we put in last year is why we're in this position, and we're hoping for the best teams, challenging them and seeing how we do. It's the first time we've been in this for so long, and we're trying to keep in a European position in the Premier League. This competition would do so much. To get to the next round again would be a great achievement. We have tomorrow night and next week to try and achieve that. Indeed. And actually, when you think about it, this is the biggest. This is. I mean, I said it yesterday. I think this is the biggest game in maybe even my lifetime. Really, to say. I mean, the FA Cup final, maybe. I mean, the playoffs of what they meant, but it was still. This was like. This is almost like the most fun game in the last 40 years of my West Ham career. I think in terms of my fan career, because it's not. It's not if we lose we go down or we have to win to stay up. It's progression in my eyes, and obviously the FA Cup final was phenomenal. But I think this is a different level. I really do, and particularly in Europe, this is 40 odd years, over 40 years would have been for the 1980 when David Cross scored and in that European journey. It's really exciting. I'm buzzing. I'm really excited, and hopefully you are too. And there's a massive contingent over there. We had Martin Godlinman, the voice of London Stadium, and John Ratomsky on last night, sort of soaking in a bit of the atmosphere. Very jealous. Anton was spitting feathers, bless him. But yeah, it was interesting. What we got here? Let's have a look. Good afternoon, Kimbo. Hope you're well. Russ, can you confirm what players travelled? Have seen some pictures at the stadium, but haven't seen Zuma and Fabs. Well, Fabianski has travelled. That's been well documented. First time ever in the Europa League he's travelled, and it seems that Zuma would have travelled as well. Obviously, you would have seen the pictures yesterday of Declan Rice at pitchside, and if you follow West Ham on Instagram or follow Jack Mate on Instagram, he interviewed sort of Declan Rice, and he's buzzing for the game, and I think even if he's 60% fit, he's playing. Do you know what I mean? Of what this game means to him I know he's played a Europa Euro 2021. Was it 2021? Yeah, was it 2020? No, 2020. Well, it was the year after, wasn't it? Final. But this, for his club, will be the biggest game he's ever played in terms of club football. In the same with a lot of the other players. Maybe not so the Czech boys. They would have played in the Champions League and stuff, but knockout stages, and this is what we signed up for. These types of games, this type of atmosphere, this type of excitement, and for long time suffering West Ham fans, it's a reward. So that's why I'm buzzing for everyone out there as well. I wish I was out there, and I'm sure a lot of you guys wish you were out there as well. But I'm buzzing for them because I just know what it means to some people. Afternoon all, Chelsea on the number 9 bus in the future. Yes, So Chelsea can't sell any tickets to their games now. It's only season ticket holders can turn up because it's been the tills have been shut. It's bizarre. I'll tell Frankfurt fans taking our brethren with all the social media this morning. Yeah, I mean, by what Tom Clark from Football London, Roshane Thomas from Athletic, they gave a sort of a blow by blow account, so to speak, and you can tell because I mean O'Neill, apparently the Frankfurt, by what we've seen, attacked the O'Neill's pub in Seville, where we know that was one of the pubs that West Ham were drinking, and the owner of O'Neill's was saying how well behaved the West Ham lot were. They were just defending themselves. So, me and Anton sort of mentioned it just before we went on yesterday. I was thinking, God, because of the way, because obviously Real Betis and Frankfurt played before. So in essence, in Seville, you've got sort of 3 or 4 groups of fans, really, in Seville. You've got, so I know they had to do that, but you would have thought there would have been a better way of doing it, if that makes sense. Because, 4 groups, you have Frankfurt, Eintracht Frankfurt, you've got West Ham, you've got Real Betis, and you've got Sevilla, all there. Something would have happened, in my opinion, just because there's so many teams there, and yeah, it's not great. But as you said, we seem to have the narrative has seemed to come out that it was from the Frankfurt fans looking for a fight. To be honest, that's what we heard. Hi Terry, who's buzzing? We all are, mate. We're going on a European tour. Have it, Peach, indeed. As I said, 4 months since we last played in Europe. Absolutely crazy. Completely agree with the biggest game thing. This is the highest we've been at. It is. Yep, it certainly is. Did Yarmolenko travel? I was hoping to see him in full Ukrainian captain's mode. I don't know, Peacads. I haven't seen, to be honest. It's Christmas morning. It certainly is. Chelsea merchandise still now selling Newcastle kits for their fair weather fans. Not sure who our keeper will be. I prefer Fabianski for tonight and maybe Areola for the return leg. Don't know. Myself and Anton put together our 11. What we thought, who could turn up. There's 2 question marks, isn't there? Well, there's 3. One is the formation. I think it might be a back 3 because how Sevilla play with 4-3-3 basically. So you imagine they would play back 3, maybe. I don't know. By all accounts, Martial will be on the right hand side, on the left hand side rather. That's how he's been playing so far. Obviously, you would have seen that they put out the squad yesterday for Sevilla. And a notable inclusion is Martial, who's been out for a few weeks. He's back in, and a number of absentees, such as Diego Carlos, such as Delaney, who's suspended, Fernando. So yeah, they're up against it as well. I think they've got. Where's the injuries? There's the injuries. So you got Sousa, who's a good player. Diego Carlos. Gomez, who's a fantastic player. I'm glad he's not playing. Fernando, who's their sort of midfield general. Montier, Javi Diaz, and Quintana. And obviously Delaney is suspended as well. But obviously the inclusion of Martial was a little bit of a surprise. And also they've got a number of their youth team players playing in their squad. Luisim, Alfonso, Kiki Salas, and Juan Lu. And obviously they've got Bono the goalie, not the U2 singer, but the goalkeeper, who's a very, very good goalkeeper, by all accounts, what Daniel was saying yesterday. And also, by the looks of it, because Diego Carlos is not playing, the last few games, Goudier has been playing, who's in essence a defensive midfielder who's playing centre-back. And that's what Daniel was saying. He's worried about that from our set plays. Interesting set of youngsters that went to Seville. They did. Freddie Potts was there, and various others have been pictured as well. Irons, indeed, Peach. It's Christmas Day. Afternoon, ladies. We're going to smash them, says Luke. There we go. The first of the greedy 6, 4 on its sword, indeed, with Chelsea. Who would you go with, Benrahma or Vlasic as a replacement for Bowen? Indeed, Terry, that is the question. So as I said, there were 3 questions. They never really finished the other 2. First one was the formation. The second one was Areola or Fabianski in goal, and the third one was who replaces Bowen. Those are the 3 sort of stories that we're going to be sort of focusing on leading up to kickoff. For me, if positionally, if they want someone to stay on the right hand side, I would pick Vlasic because he's more conventional. But I love the creativity that Benrahma brings. So what you miss from a positional sense, because Benrahma won't stay on the right hand side where he won't, he'll drift, and so you'll get the creativity. That's what your game, but you'll miss the positional sense, and there may be holes on the right hand side, maybe, or maybe he goes to four at the back, and Fornals pushes up into the left hand side of the front three, maybe. I don't know. I'm excited. I don't know if West Ham will smash them. Seems pretty evenly matched. But if West Ham can beat Liverpool, Chelsea, we've beaten the best team in the world. Chelsea. They're the world club champions. We've beaten them. So there we go. Nuts to Chelsea, but all those club shop have lost their jobs. That is sad to see. It really is. And it's ridiculous, isn't it? Something like Chelsea doing all that. It's absolutely awful. Real Madrid were there also. They certainly were. You're totally right, because they were there. I mean, that's what Martin was saying. It was almost like in the same way that, Man United fans, a lot of them from Surrey, it seems that Real Madrid have the same sort of the same feeling in terms of their fan bases all over Spain, and obviously great comeback. Benzema, whatever Lewandowski can do, Benzema can do better. No, I don't agree. Need to add PSG to Spurs and Man U as a team who would finish second in a one-team league. Indeed. Is that Bono from U2? He gets everywhere, that lad. He's going to do the half-time entertainment as well. No. Quintana, that dude can roll. He certainly can. I can't contain this. Is he so excited? Chelsea couldn't even afford Declan Rice shin pads. Who would have thought of that? Indeed. Who would have thought that 3 weeks ago? Just how the football landscape how the world landscape has changed in 3 weeks. It's and we shouldn't know that really, because that happened with the whole COVID thing, wasn't it? It changed in the matter of 2 weeks. The world changed in its head. Ben Rama for George. Lauren thinks Ben Rama. No one can replace Bowen. Just let Johnson play wing back and pack the midfield. Indeed, interesting. Simon, who's Chelsea's only probably fan at the moment, because you can't go and see him anyway, because you can't buy a ticket unless you've seen ticket holder. Benny should be given the nod. Crosshammer, did you get your Just Eat voucher? What did you buy with it? Chelsea gets sanctioned everywhere they go. I'll tell you what, tonight when we did a watch along, I'll show you what Flo has done to my phone. Right, she's done something to my phone, so every time I plug it in, it plays a song, and she's done some lots. So she did it all she did it for Joe's phone, where you plug it. She goes, "I love you, mum." It goes, or Siri goes, "I love you, mummy." And Flo's got it for all her devices. For me, she's got, which I didn't realise I had on there until I was at work here on Tuesday and plugged it into my computer. And it was quite funny. It was quite funny. Right, let's see what we got. Frederick should also replace Bowen. We didn't even talk about Fredericks. Moyes has fallen for it. You're totally right. No way can Benny play right wing back. No, I don't think he'll play right wing back. I think Johnson will play right wing back. But where Bowen would play maybe up top, or probably up top really with Antonio, or there's like a little triangle with Lanzini, Antonio, and one other, which it would have been Bowen. Who's that and other? That's the question. Plenty of Chelsea. It's not abuse. It's just everyone laughing at Chelsea, to be honest, Simon. Did you see that trouble? I did. What a horrible day for Chelsea, especially on their birthday. Worst 19th birthday ever, indeed. Ben Rama, for me, I think can have a special night for us. And that's what I mean. I think anyone who comes in and anyone who has a go, it's a great opportunity for one of them to come in and show us what they can do, whether it's Vlasic or Ben Rama. I'm torn. I love the creativity of Ben Rama, but I think positionally Vlasic would stay on the right hand side, possibly. But by the sounds of it, Sevilla are shitting themselves about Craig Dawson. And Antonio. Those set plays are going to be epic for us. I think that's where I think this game can be won or lost. I said Diego Carlos. He's like their brute. He's like their colossus. He's a big, towering centre back. I mean, today I was reading that they're trying to improve his contract to make his minimum release clause like over £80 million. He's a big lad, and he's the guy who's the defender. Whereas the two of them, there's Carlos and there's Jules Condé. Jules Condé is more of a new age defender. He's not really the and I think that if West Ham get in the face and Antonio into him, I think we'll have some good change there. Graham, hi, Canada. Can't wait for this one. Indeed, indeed. Lunchtime. It'll be a bit roughly a lunchtime kickoff for you guys over in the States, based on where you are. Morning, Scott. 5:45 here. I've been dreaming about the game all night. I know, crazy. Simon, apologies. I'm just buzzing for the game. Can't help it. Well, no, I think anyone can help it. To be honest, it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's really exciting. It's really exciting. I'm buzzing for it. Yesterday's show with Anton was really good, and talking to Daniel, who's a Sevilla official social media person. He's really excited for the game as well, and it's great. It's great, and it's exciting when you see. I know we all wish we're out there in terms of like drinking and flying out there, and it's 19, 20, it's like 20 degrees out there, but yeah. They're doing it for us, if that makes sense. But yeah, no, I'm really excited. Did you know when Sevilla were last knocked out, both Kral and Souček scored against them? Freshfield, I didn't. And don't forget, they lost. They did lose to Dinamo Zagreb 1-0, didn't they, in the second leg of the final of the last 32. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I'm just sending a quick email. Exciting times. As I said, 5 o'clock will be on probably from tonight. There's the Edgers just signed for Inter Miami. Indeed, can Agent Rice help poach Mount now? Who knows? GP, good afternoon to you. I'm actually gutted the poor fans' businesses knock-on effects. Indeed, Ben Rama will have something to prove for all the talk of him being up for sale. Give him a chance. I think that's a great shout. The media was a joke for portraying West Ham as the aggressors. One our fans will literally run onto the bar. I know exactly. It was the bar. It was O'Neill's, which was the West Ham bar. They wouldn't run out and then turn around and run back into the bar for a fight. Indeed. Simon, what players are up for contract? Yeah, indeed. Rudiger, that they can't offer him a new deal yet, and Christensen looks like he's going to bugger off to bloody Barcelona, isn't he now? The mayor of Newham wasn't too pleased with that Green Street film. He threatened to chase the Hobbit out of the manor. Yeah, they interesting story about that, about the Green Street. I know this is totally nothing to do with what we're talking about now, but with the Green Street movie, they didn't tell West Ham what the theme of it was. All I think they basically it's all about like an American guy coming to join football and didn't say anything about the hooligan aspect. So yeah, they pulled the wool over their eyes again. Feel sorry for people that have lost their jobs. Different advantage from away games now have no fans there. Good shout actually, yeah, because they can't sell the tickets, can they? Yeah, good point. Hammerhead, the media never say anything. Good shout, but also the flip side of that is it's disadvantage for away teams, but also unless you've got an away season, Chelsea fans got an away season ticket, they can't go to the away games either. So the away side, in terms of, I don't know, I haven't even looked at who they've got coming up, but they won't be able to go unless they've already bought the ticket for the next away game, or they've got an away day season ticket thing. Is it acceptable to go on the piss yet? Yeah, definitely. Depends where you are, Kimbo, to be honest, but it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Good luck to you. Everyone's talking to each other. Respect to everyone who held their ground. Indeed, Chelsea under 9s next season. It does seem like it. Why did you kickstart? I didn't kickstart out at all. He's doing his own thing at the moment. So good luck to him. Afternoon, Mr. Random, Lanzini, but Bowen won't be dislodged from that 3. Yeah, but Bowen's not playing, is he? But Bowen's out. But for this week, it'll be interesting to see who plays. My Zini will score. I'd like to see Benny, but think Moore's go with Vlasic. Flip of a coin, I think. I've had knots in my stomach since I woke up. And nervous confidence going on. But it's good confidence, isn't it? It's not like if we lose, we'll be relegated or whatever. This is for me. This is like what we should. This is it. This is how we should be. It should be game like excitement for games and what could happen. If we lose, we lose. All right, and it'll be a shame. But but if we win, we're 3 ties away from bloody being in the Europa League final. Ain't it a shame West Ham didn't get a beam back to London Stadium? Yeah, good shout. I think they're doing. I think they're doing something corporate. But yeah, you're right. Maybe a beam back would have been good. Maybe for the next round. Maybe we'll maybe suggest it for the club to next time. It'd be interesting to know. We were wonderful to get through and play the Germans next one. Would it really? Would it? I don't know. It's basically about Peach coming here to West Ham to be a West Ham fan and eating jelly deals. Was that the plot of Green Street? Who would have thought back in the days of watching 0-0s after 0-0s, all these championships would be where we are now? Exactly. I mean, 4 years ago, I mean, everyone's seen the meme, how it was and how it's going now. 4 years ago, it was, that Burnley 3-0 with Bubbles and in terms of, going on the pitch with the flag, and look where we are now. And even the job that Mr. Moyes has done, think where we were there, fighting relegation to, fighting for Champions League places. The turnaround has been incredible. They can buy away game. You're right. Yes, you can, Depelli. You're right. They could buy away games from the home team box office if they sell them. I don't know, but I'm glad it's not us. I feel like Fornals is going to dominate this game. Anton Jasic says, Irons indeed. Is anyone so excited they can't eat today? God, I'd like that. A couple of days of that would be good. Particularly as next week, I'm going to be doing this fucking walk with John Witomski from Wembley to London Stadium to the bowling. Sound like 17 miles. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to John telling me all about how great Seville was and all that stuff and yada-da-da-da-da. And oh yeah, cannot wait to talk to him about Seville and everything. I love John, really. What we got. Buzzing, indeed. Green Street was okay, but I like the one with Gary Oldman. Fair enough. I liked... was it Green? Yeah. Green Street was all right. It was all right. It was funny because I remember it being filmed because they came and did a location shoot before to check, and they were like in the box looking down. And then when they did it, I think we were playing something like Gillingham or someone like that. And they were all Elijah Wood and that lot was sat in this little section in the bowling ball lower, right at the front, and like randomly during the game they'd get up and celebrate for obviously for the film, and everyone was around like, what the fuck are these guys doing? I'm so excited, but I think if we go out, what a team to go out to. We are in I honestly think we're in a no-lose situation, which is actually a really good opportunity for West Ham, in the fact that we haven't got pedigree here in this competition. We're playing the guys who've won it 6 times, and they are arguably the best team in the tournament. And if we show a good account of ourselves, I said to Anton yesterday, even if we lose 1-0 or 2-1 or the odd goal in it, I fancy us back at London Stadium. I fancy us against any club on a 1-game basis, albeit this is a 2-game 2-game basis. But I fancy us. I didn't say it. I shouted it. You certainly did. Irons. Just watched Jake's interview with Seema from LA. What an exclusive. Well done to Jake. He got a bit flustered, didn't he? He was getting a bit red, weren't he, old Seema, bless him. And Richard was devastated that he didn't stay on and have a chat with her afterwards. Yep, indeed. I'm all right. I've had a breakfast and now just about to have a smoothie. But Crosshammer, what did you have with your Just Eat vouchers? Let me know. Stell's got his own channel. Stel Sex God Hub Tub West Ham Chat. Indeed. There you guys agree. Love the Firm. The Firm. I like the Firm 84 as well. Was quite good. Time is moving so slow. Absolutely buzzing for the game. We'll be back. We'll have the Hammers updates, the Hammers headlines. That'll be probably a little bit earlier today, probably about 3 o'clock-ish. So we'll be talking a little bit more in depth about what Julen Lopitelli said about West Ham. I don't know why I said it with an Italian accent, because he's Spanish. Julen Lopitelli. A bit more about Moyes in terms of what's the next step for West Ham. A bit more about Pablo Fornals in terms of his love for Declan Rice, and just getting ready for the game. So enjoy that. That'll be about 3 o'clock. That'll be going out live. Not live, pre-recorded. Don't know how you do it. I feel like I'm having my driving test later. Just munched on lunch and stocked up with Malbec. Oh, lovely. No pre-match jitters for me. It's because you'll be smashed, James. You'll be smashed on a nice bottle of Malbec. Lovely. Lovely. And we can all practice our Spanish, can't we? It's like, vamos, viejos. Vamos, viejos. Come on, you Irons. Vamos, quieros. Simpere estoy soplante borrajos. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Clearly, yeah. Simpere estoy soy plandos borrajos. Bonitas papejas en la air. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. You're welcome. You're welcome. We got here. We talk to each other. Love how the Seville said we were the team you fed. We'll talk about that later on. Malbec, very refined. Football and beer go hand in hand. I don't like the films that give West Ham a bad name, and I've just definitely don't like final score. It was funny though. It was fun. Quite funny. I'm probably more nervous later on. Fair enough. What we got here? Let's go through and talk to each other about a hot tub chat game. Pardon me. In Fornals' presser, when he said he's going to be proud to go to Spain with his West Ham badge, maybe fall in love even more. I love him. I think Fornals, and we said it yesterday, he epitomises what this team is all about. In terms of he's played, we bought him as a 10 from Villarreal. He's gone to his box-to-box midfielder that Moyes put him in, and then bloody left wing back. And every position he'll put his all in, and that's West Ham. That's the right West Ham. Doesn't matter what team you play, what position you play. You give it your all. And I remember when we chatted to Ray Stewart. Let me just drop that name, Ray Stewart, and I was talking to him because he played again. I've said it before, but he played basically in the whole back four. I think he played centre midfield as well, defensive midfield during the 85-86 season. And he said, but it was the manager. It was John Lyle. It's like. He made me feel like I was the best right back, or that he was best right back, but the best left back or the best centre back in the league. And I'd run through a brick wall. And I feel that there's similarities with this team. How many times has Moyes put people in different positions? You go, huh? But it works. The whole thing about Antonio, he did it with Arnautovic. He's done it again with bloody with Fornals. He did it with Cresswell playing as a left sort of centre back of three. So he sees things in people, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Estrella for me later. Estrella cerveza por favor. Draw today. It's written, as I said. Sevilla don't concede a lot. They don't score a lot either. Going for a 2-1 victory with 4,000 Dawson scoring. Antonio to bully their defenders. Come on. What we got here? Such a good attitude for a player to have. He is. Me too. Made me shed a tear. I hope Martial doesn't play. He's obviously in the what's name? He's in the squad. We'll see. Always fucking scores against us, doesn't he? Let's be honest. Apologies to any Spanish watching if Russ just questioned your parentage. Unbelievable. Well done for your Spanish. Muy bien, gracias. Fornals is the ultimate Spanish hammer. Let me think. Who else paid for? Who was Spanish? Adrian. Arbeloa. Pedro Obiang, he's Spanish. He's Spanish. He was Spanish, wasn't he, as well? So, yeah. Anyway, what we got here? Indeed. Sissi Rusty B. Is he a B? It should be Rusty B. I remember once when I was in Spain, they couldn't understand. They kept on calling me different names, and he was in a hotel, and he'd won like a certificate because you did something good. You did one of these games as a kid where you're playing archery or whatever, and each day, they'd give out certificates. And they asked me my name. I gave them my name, and then in the evening I went up, got my certificate from the entertainment people, and they'd spelt it Wassel with a W. It sounded like the bloke from bloody Only Fools and Horses. Crying. What we got here? The odds weren't too far apart. 4-1, 1-1 for us to win. Yep. I think it's going to be a very close game. West Ham fans just getting a bunch of ex-Chelsea fans. He's hoping. Is his stream freezing? No, don't think so. More of a team than PSG. 2 on irons. Where are you watching it, Russ? Well, I'll be watching it here with you guys. I'll be here in this seat watching it with you guys live from about 5 o'clock. I may have to dip out occasionally because it's like tea time, and if and Mrs. Bunn doesn't cook, so that they'll starve. So I might get a cheeky takeaway and just leave them to it. But that's the play. Fornals is our best Spanish player, maybe Adrian. Don't forget Arbeloa. Lano is a little matador. El Lano. That's what on the show on the Hammers headlines later on today we spoke about. I want to get a good name for him. Because I mean Gonzo calls me a fornicator. I don't want. I want our own name for him, and I think we had. I think someone had elbow, which was quite funny. As in bow, as in the bow bells, which was actually very clever. And I thought actually that's elbow. I quite like that as an idea. But we'll see. Is there VAR in Europa League games? I think there is. Yep, I think there is. Roberto is Spanish, exactly. Hands up. We forgot about Roberto. Are Big Cole and Little Cole on commentary duty tonight? I think so. I think they're on duty. Let's have a look. I'll ask him. We'll find out. Spanky, yeah, that's what you said. Spanky. I like elbow at the moment. I think Gonzo thinks Pringles aren't crisp enough said, but they are. They're a maize-based snacks. They are. I'll be my first look at El Nesri if he plays. He probably will play. The last game we played when they played against Alves, he was playing. He went off. He was subbed, but that was a team that played last game. I reckon that's going to be pretty much the same team. The only admission will be Delaney in the middle, who is suspended for the game. And I reckon he'll probably be replaced with someone like Olivier Torres, possibly, and maybe move Joan Jordan, move Joan Jordan into the middle. So we'll find it. And then we'll have the three up front. They'll probably have the three up front of. But actually, no. Actually, tell a lie. Or Campos may well not start, and Martial could start in front of him, ahead of him, possibly. But the back four will be as it is, I think, and the goalkeeper will be as he is. And I think Rakitic will play, and obviously Jordan, and probably Nasri maybe. But we'll see. What we got here? Elbow, our Spanish archer. But he works, I think it works, James, because Bow, the Bow Bells. Cockney, you're going to be born in the Bow Bells when you were born. So elbow, I think that's actually very clever. My dog is absolutely barking. Manny, I'll be performing well. Thank you. Good. Game is off. Sevilla have Corona. They do have Corona at the moment. And as what Martin said, because obviously we're sort of opening up more in the UK, we're sort of having this, it's a different attitude to, they're like, no, mask, when they go into a shop and things like that. It happens. And also, by what Daniel was saying, they've been playing at 75 or 80% capacity because of COVID regulations in La Liga, but Europa is not so much so. It's 100%, so they'll have more fans that they've been used to for a little while as well. And then when you come to bloody London Stadium, and it's only 43,000 at El Stadio, what's it called? Estadio Ramos Sanchez Pizjuan, something like that. London Stadium, 60,000. There we go. Give it a kick. No, I'm not giving it a kick. The dog wants feeding. Walking to chase Anton or Stel. One of all of them, indeed. Ole, indeed. I'm going to realise at 5. Or lucky you did realise it was a 5:45 kickoff, Mandy. Otherwise, you'd sit down at 7:45. It's bloody finished. And Anton will be doing the highlights show afterwards. So come on, have your say. Let us know what you think after the game. They're very good. Yeah, he does have well, tell a lie. His name, Jesus Colonna. He's not called Jesus Colonna yet. Now he's called Tichano. Where is it? So he is the number 9. So Jesus Colonna. For those of you who play FIFA, he played for Porto for many years. Jesus Colonna. But now he's known as Tecatito, the number 9. For some reason, he's changed his name. No idea why. Very, very good. Right, as I said, in terms of what we've got coming up for us today, we'll have the Hammers headlines. I need to go and feed the dog in a minute. Hammers headlines will be on about 3 o'clock-ish. And I'll be live from maybe about 5 o'clock-ish. So that'll be all good. And we can do that And so we'll be live and we'll be bringing you the team news. Kick off at 5:45, and then afterwards Anton will be doing the highlight show afterwards as well. Yes, it is. Yeah, well, he's not. Yeah, my dog is. She's not. It's not from barking. She's from Hornchurch, but that is my dog barking. So don't get confused. She's outside the bloody front. Joe's let her out, and she's running up and down the garden. I play FIFA. It's the same game every year. It is. Can you score more goals than the opposition? That's basically the game, isn't it? It's name the 3 players who have played for both West Ham and Sevilla. I don't know. Who could it be? Is there 3? I don't know. I have no idea whatsoever. No idea. Let me know, because I can think of 2. I can think of 2. Freddie Canute and Capablanco Boraki. But I don't know the third one. Who's the third one? So you've got Capablanco, you've got Freddie Canute, but I don't know the third one. Was it? Did Hernandez? No, did Chicharito play? I don't know. Let me know. May as well stay here till kick up. Yeah, might as well. It's not like I've got work or anything. Oh, I do actually. It reminds me. Loving that energy, mate. It's all about the energy, mate. They'll be more confident with Bryce out. They were very confident with Bryce. They were very. Julen Lopetegui. He was basically very, very happy that Bowen isn't in the squads this game. Very happy. Please tell your dog to be quiet. Daddy's working indeed. No, she's still running about. I don't know what it is. Looks like chickens and flowers. There we go. Thanks, Technical Kahoot Online Live. Get off the chat, and Russ will find his TV missing. Dog charge. Yeah, there's a bloke in the thing. Russ, there's a bloke in the thing. Does anyone have a link to the live stream? Yeah, we can't do that on here, but let people know. Adrian Roberto, no, I gave in and brought in this week on sale. It's like smoking has no benefit. Are we talking about FIFA? I haven't played FIFA since I've started this YouTube malarkey. Third one going back a while. Oof. Back a while. Nene, no, not even close. I don't get one. Davos Suker. I think Russ wouldn't care, but if someone pinched his Icanio underpants, he would be mad. You better believe it. The third one played for West Ham and Sevilla. Who played for West Ham and Sevilla? As I said, as a Kepa Blanco, Freddie Canute, and who else? I have no idea. At all. Just trying to think. I don't know. I do not know. Adrian was born in Seville, but was Betis. He certainly was. Darnay. That's a great shout. Was it Danny? I don't think so. Well, he was Portuguese, wasn't he? Was it Danny? Was it Darnay? No, I don't think he was. I think he was Benfica and Sporting Lisbon and Ajax and people like that, wasn't it? I think. No, it wasn't him. Fornals. Suker. Davos Suker. Did Davos Suker play for Sevilla? I hope you're appreciating my translation of my pronunciation of Sevilla. He did. He played 153 games, 76 goals before then going to Real Madrid. Wow, that's the biggest number of games he's played ever for a single club. Great. That's great, man. No, it wasn't. It was the answer was Davos Suker. There we go. Not Scott Minto. Scott Minto played for Benfica. He'll be on tomorrow night. Scott Minto, with his My Hammers. He's done a My Hammers. This is a live Q&A with you guys. Also, with the story is he basically went out and got really pissed with Trevor Sinclair on Monday night. That's why he didn't come on the show. Basically, that's what he did. It was a sports journalism awards, and so he he basically, yeah, he didn't turn up because he texted me, I'm a little bit fragile, and so it was all Trevor Sinclair's fault, basically. There we go. But that'll be on tomorrow night, so hopefully we'll be talking about how great West Ham are. Right, last thing, and we got to go. Who's the guy? Who's that guy with the bald head? Was that? Don't know who you mean. Was that Capablanco? What's West Ham are massive in Spanish? Well, if you're gonna just say West Ham as a brand, it'd be West Ham soy enormes. But I think West Ham as a name is it'd be Jamon de Oeste. So Jamon de Oeste Hoy Enormos or something like that. He's back again. Bloody dog's back. Hi Green Street, hope you're well, my friends. Go on, Rusty B. Look forward to that one. Ask Scott Minter what Chelsea to buy him Rice. You can ask him yourself, David. It's a live Q&A, so you can come on and give your and ask Scott yourself. It's live, so you can come on and West Ham soy norms. If you're doing West Ham as a brand name, if you're doing West Ham not, it would be Jamon del Oeste soy enormes. There we go. Would be good to see, and there's rumors to be. It would be for the last few years, to be honest. Anyway, guys, I'm off, guys. I want to say thank you to everyone for joining us. Loads of people on here today, so thank you so much. We'll be live about 5 o'clock tonight, so make sure you check us all out. And if you're new, Andy, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe. Maybe become a channel member. We've got over 55 members on the channel so far, and I'd like to thank every one of them personally at the end of each of my shows. So take care, everyone. Stay safe. Keep the faith. See you later. Much love. Bye-bye.
It's like a family tree.